The Four Magazine, Detroit, baby, we out here. You see what's going on, we activated, we ain't playing no games.
Welcome to another episode of Interviews with the Foreign Magazine, and today we got a special guest. We got none other than, I would say, Miss Fashionista, Miss I Stay Traveling, Miss New Look Shorty. We got Lana Ladonna in the building. What's going on, sis? How you feeling?
What's
you know,
up?
I wish I had the button where we could hit the button and have this mug going crazy. For sure, for sure. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling fabulous.
That's good. That's
How are
good.
you?
Great. A pleasure to have you. Like I say, we've been trying to get you on, for quite some time.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
Finally got the opportunity, and I think for me, the reason why I wanted to have you is because I see what you got going on, and I think you could school a few people from the social media standpoint and how you've been able to build a brand, how you've been able to just always stay relevant. You do music, you into fashion, you at fashion shows, you stay traveling, you do a lot, and I just think people could just get some game from you. So I definitely want to have you pull up. So thank you for coming.
No, thank you for having me.
Straight up.
I didn't know you thought I was okay for it. I could give people some game. Come on, let's go.
For sure. So off the back, Cass, right?
Okay, period. You did your research?
Yeah. Cass Tech. You also went to school for media, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, I graduated from Michigan State. I got my bachelor's in journalism with like a focus in media and entertainment.
Yeah. For you to choose that, why that? At that age, why did you choose that field, and did you know that social media would be the vehicle that you would use to build a brand and do exactly what you're doing today?
So it was my counselor when I got to school. I always knew that I was going to be in like the Comm Arts College. Am I looking at you or the camera?
Me.
Okay, cool. I always knew I was going to be in the Comm Arts College. But my counselor, I was explaining to him what I wanted to do. And at that time, I'm like, I want to be able to host award shows, have my own TV show, And he like, okay, well, your best bet will be journalism, because communications, it's just, it just wouldn't have tailored me like for in front of the camera per se type of things. So that actually was his idea. Did I always know I wanted to be like in the entertainment industry though? 100%. Like I've been practicing my autograph, signature, whatever you want to call it, literally since the 3rd grade.
Yeah, you got it down pat now?
Oh, I have it down pat. Down pat, it's nothing.
Yeah. In terms of like those early aspirations or people that you look to that kind of helped you say, like, I want to get into this, who were some of those people early on?
The earliest I can recall right now off the top of my head is like Raven Simone. I loved That's So Raven. Like I was a super Disney kid. Always very theatrical, very animated. And then as time went by, of course, Beyonce or Rihanna's, Mariah Carey, J-Lo. I always like to mention like Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube, people like that, because they were people who started off like in music, but now they're like moguls in the entertainment industry with, in the film industry. Snoop Dogg he's had just the best career, if you ask me. He did some of everything. Everybody know him. Everybody loves Snoop. So yeah.
Well, you named a few people, and it makes sense now. You named Beyonce, you named Rihanna, you named J-Lo. You have a very strong, vibrant personality, right?
Thank you.
And you said theatrical, right? And to be successful in this, lane that you in, I feel like the theatrics work for you. Like,
theatrics are key.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I feel like theatrics, they're not like on purpose. Like a lot of people, they always, like when they meet me, they be like, oh, you really like this. Like, theatrics was just, or theatrical was always just a way to like describe my personality. But I definitely think it helps just because it helps like with your individuality. And in like a world where everybody look the same, dress the same, into the same stuff, goes to the same places, eat the same food, like individuality is extremely important.
Yeah. At what point did you like decide to pivot and focus like on the glam side of things, like, because you really, like, even with the swank, you know, thing that you got going, that you've been having going for some years, like, you know, like I was talking to the brother, and that's how I noticed you. You know what I mean? So I seen you on the flyers. This was before the music and all of that, right? When did you get into, not necessarily swank, but when did you get into yourself as like a glam girl, super girly girl, fashion and all of that?
When I popped out my mama coochie. For real, like, so look, I was on Facebook the other day, right? And I ain't logged into Facebook. I can't even tell you the last time when. But I logged in and I was looking at all these pictures, you know, just from middle school, yada, yada, yada. And I even noticed then, like, I had all of the bangles, I had rings, my necklaces. Like, I started playing in my grandma's makeup bag with little glitter eyeshadow. Like, glam, that has been, like, my jazz. That's been me all of my life. Like, my dad, he was in prison up until, like he had just got home right before my 8th grade graduation. And I remember visiting my godparents, and they're, you know, my godparents on my daddy's side. And I remember them being on the phone after I had spent, like, let's say a weekend with them. And my godmama was on the phone with my daddy like, yeah, she's definitely nowhere near a tomboy. Like, cause my daddy's really athletic, yada, yada. So she like, yeah, she's a little diva. Like, you don't, all of the basketball, boxing, her running around, like, you don't have to worry about that. Like, that's not the kind of girl she is.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's just kind of been, that's been me. Like, I love all things girly. If it's glittery, if it's glossy, gimme.
Do you feel like that inspiration came from, like, the women in your life? Like, are
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was raised by my mother and my grandma. And they're not maybe as loud and in your face. They're definitely more reserved, but the older I get, the more I do realize I have a lot of, like, my mama's personality. But my mama, she was she kept, like, Harper's Bazaar, Vogue. I had, like, my own little 17 magazine subscription, Teen Vogue, Entertainment Weekly. Like, all of that, like, all of them little magazines and stuff, they stay all around the house. Like, so that was a part of my entertainment. For real.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, I was into that.
So at what point did, you know, the music begin to be a thing for you, and you actually, like, if you was to say, what year did you start branding yourself on social media? As
a music artist, without a doubt, this was 2018. Yeah, it was 2018, because, yep, it was 2018.
What was the reason for that?
Trying to figure out how to get into, like, the entertainment industry. Like, really just trying, like, just navigating. Like, I was writing for Baller Alert at the time. Didn't hate it, but kind of hated it.
Oh, so you actually were, like, writing articles and getting into your journalism.
Like, I'm a real life journalist. That's why I say, okay, research. Like, I appreciate the craft. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate when somebody, like, an interview. I love a good interview, because this is what, you know, I went to school for this stuff, for real. So, yeah, like, I was just trying stuff. I was working with Also Radio. I had, like, a little talk show of my own that I was doing on YouTube. And it just wasn't, it didn't feel all the way right. Like, I didn't want to be talking about people. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be the people that
you talked about.
Yeah, that they was talking about, like, you know, because I'm not into even the rah-rah. I'm not a big gossiping type of girl. Like, that's never been my style. So it's like, but to do that, you have to be. Like, you got to be in the mix. You got to know people business. I could care less about somebody else's business, as self-centered as that sounds. Yeah. But, yeah. And then I had got fired from working at LA Fitness, child. And I was just trying to figure it out. And I'm just like, damn, this is so bold. I'm back home from school. You know, when you in college, you in another world.
For sure.
You forget home circumstances. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was back at home. And I'm like, damn, I'm one of the 3 people that even got a college degree, let alone somebody who even wants to do the intangible right now. Yeah. Which is breaking off into this industry.
Did you get a lot of backlash, like, from people around, being that you are coming from college where these high hopes and, you know, they're looking for, you know, for you to, you know, take the education route as opposed to being self-made entrepreneur, taking your own lane?
I didn't receive any backlash from anybody that mattered. Like my family, my mom, my grandma, who was the most shocking for me. Because let my grandma tell it, my grandma, I would be like the #1 news anchor in the state of Michigan. Like, that's what my grandma wanted for me. But like, even she was just like, oh, a rapper. Okay, well, you know, you do right, so I guess that makes sense.
How much did that help you, though? I'm so glad you said that, because as a journalist that understand details, crossing over to an artist, how did that go hand in hand? Or did it? Did it affect you in any type of way?
Yes and no. I think being an overthinker and wanting, like, being a perfectionist of a good article or, you know, a good speech or anything, that definitely played a part. But it just allowed me to be able to do it. You know, like, it's like I've been writing papers and doing all of this all of my life. Like, so why not just translate it into something else?
When did you realize, like, you had the skill? Because, and listening to you, especially last year, I feel like you had a big year.
Period.
I feel like that was like probably the most consistent as an artist that you know, were throughout your career. The visuals was there. And then you don't just do the visuals, like you go over and beyond, and then you got the dancers, then you doing shows with the I said, damn, Lana just a star.
Okay,
like
period.
like you like, even though you haven't reached that point, like, you know, as an artist, you are who you are. You know what I mean? But you have like the ingredients of, you know, now if we was to say like, damn, who would be like one of those top people like that can really put on a good show, that can really sell out an arena, like if she just really went hard and really went for it, like you got those intangibles, like, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Draft season, you know, that was probably like your biggest record.
Yeah, that
overall.
was the first time last year, and thank you for that, because last year I feel like it was my first time actually pushing my music.
Yeah.
Like, cause I done had this my music career has been a lot of weird stuff. But yeah, that like I was like completely on my own. Like all the way 100%. No, the only people that I can even ask for any type of opinion is my family and friends type of situation. So I did like the outcome of it, because it was just, I feel like you could just tell.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, Cash Doll, I think she reshared some and tapped in or whatever. I'm like, I think we had a brief, you know, conversation where I'm like, oh shit, you see, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did want to say, in terms of, okay, so draft season, I forgot, I specifically wanted to say something in regard to that. It'll come back to me. But damn, I really wanted to ask this question. I hate when that happens. But
come back.
Okay, so boom, you do draft season. Oh no, that's what it was. Being a female in Detroit, making music,
boom,
it can get weird.
Absolutely.
Talk a little bit about some of the weirdism that you feel me.
You know, I'm glad that you asked, because I've been dying to talk about it for a hot fucking minute.
Pop it.
I'm trying to think. Do I want to be politically correct, or do I just want to get that shit off my chest?
I would say this is interviews with the form. A little bit of both.
I'm gonna do a little bit of
so
both.
You ain't got to say no names, but you can be.
No.
Yeah, but get it off your chest though.
Like, where do I start? Give me a specific question, and then
I would say, what's the most difficult part? What's the most difficult part of being a female? Because I had somebody else on, and to be honest with you, it got so real that we wasn't able to like air the interview. Yeah. Right?
Does it get like that?
Yeah, because it get like that. And for the first time, I realized like the industry can be a little dark, especially for women. It's
wicked.
Yeah.
It's wicked.
Yeah.
So I feel like the weirdest, I can't even say the weirdest, because it's all, like I said, it's all wicked. Like, number one for me, I really wish that the women got the same support that like the men get, like the up and coming men, period.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but niggas don't want to do nothing but fuck.
Yeah.
And it's just like, my God, like, what? Like, are you not I know you getting pussy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I shouldn't even be like, what's up with that? You know, I don't know if it's like a fear of people thinking that, you know what I'm saying, you fucking with this person if you do too much co-signing but it's just like, I feel like it's just so different, like just with the guys supporting the women. I feel like if the guys supported and like took the girls under their wing, like how they do other guys or even the upcoming, I just think it would just be totally different.
Yeah.
I think it would be totally different. Yeah, go.
No, I was gonna say, do you feel like a lot of the relationships be disingenuous and like overall people do be having motives? Talking about like male
1000%. Everybody got a motive. That's one thing that I have learned just about this space, this industry, this crowd, this everything. Everybody has a motive, and you cannot take things personally. And I'm saying that because I'm I don't like fake ass shit type of person. I don't want to kick it with you, skate with you, none of that. If you give weird vibes, but you can't be like that in this industry. I know you're a fake ass bitch, but hey girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta play the game. Like, it's really the Game of Thrones with this shit. And I don't know how familiar, you know what I'm saying, you are with that show, but you cannot, like, everybody got a motive. Everybody got a place that they're trying to get to. Everybody is using the next person like little chess pieces.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're either going to fall in line and play the game, or
yeah.
you're not.
How well would you say that you're playing the game at this point?
At this point, moderate.
Okay.
Moderate, because I'm a Scorpio. I'm very stubborn, and I do not like fake shit. I do not like weird shit. I do not like off-ass energy. I don't. But I am getting into the habit of, you know, just setting that aside, and like I said, just showing up as Lana Ladonna, who doesn't even really give a fuck about who you beefing with, this person doing this with. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like,
have you ever felt, I'm sorry not to cut you off, but have you ever felt like, I ain't gonna say like you've been tried to be like brought into the drama, but I have seen like a couple of episodes on social media where you indirectly had to address a few things. Who you were talking about, I don't know. However, it was very obvious that
you say it was something.
It was something.
Naturally, people try to bring you into the rah-rah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not interested. I don't, and I'm not interested. I don't want nobody to bring me into it. I don't want nobody to think that if you see me with this person, that I have a problem with this person, because I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what you eat don't make me shit. The dick you sucking don't make me come. Like, I don't have nothing.
I'm just doing my job.
I'm just doing my job.
Real talk.
You feel me? I'm not trying to be a rapper or entertainer or any of this to be in the mix.
Yeah.
To be, you know, like, I don't. Because if it was up to me, I would drop my material, pop out with my sponsorships, my business deals, and I would go back home.
Real talk.
Like, I'm not. So, no, you can't group me in anything, because it don't. And, you know, some people aren't receptive to that. Some people feel like, oh, well, if you fuck with this person, I can't fuck with this. And if that's how you feel and you don't want to fuck with me because of that,
Real
you
talk.
feel me?
Real talk.
Okay, cool. That's your prerogative.
Real talk. Real talk. I'm glad that you saying that too, because it does get into this high schoolish type of shit.
Absolutely, high school for sure.
You know what I mean?
And I didn't do that shit in high school, and as a grown ass woman, I'm definitely not about to do that shit now.
Real talk.
Like, it's all ridiculous, because I even see, like, I feel like guys have kind of entered certain just situations. It's just like, come on.
You know what? I'm glad you're going there too. I saw something where you said about the guys, and a lot of men got offended. You very opinionated when it comes to this type of stuff too.
Child, I be trying to keep my mouth closed.
Cause you be putting the guys on spot, but I don't feel like you're like the things that you saying is just empty. Like, I feel like what you saying actually hold weight. And you was talking about men being gossipy and messy on social media.
The worst type of man. I love a non-social media man. Really,
Yeah.
But go off.
Yeah. So when you say non-social media, what does that look like?
I mean, realistically, we living in a world where, you know, niggas is making money off their social media. So not for real, but I just, all of that catty, like you acting like a bitch, like you being a hoe. Shut up. Leave the pillow talking, the gossiping, leave that to the women, because that's what women do. At the point where you on here and you giving think pieces about what's going on, the tea that's going on in the city, shut the fuck up. Like, for real, who you fucking? Like, who is this woman? Because I can't even imagine my man doing this. Yeah. Like, what are we talking about? But that's just, we living in a different society, because that's a thing now. Yeah. I want some of these men to let go of the podcast mic so bad and pick up a fucking toolbox. Yeah. Oh my God.
When you said that, did you receive a lot of backlash? Like,
yeah, it was people. It's actually this one particular guy, and I'm not going to say any names. This motherfucker finds the need to comment on every single thing that I say or do. And I know he's affiliated with another woman. So leave me the fuck alone. Like,
yeah. you say they coming too. They in the DMs, they commenting.
Like that comment when I talked about, even though Kid L, he chopped up that interview for that clip, when I made the comment about men playing video games, please, I still get notifications about that video. Like the men, they are disgusting on social media, as far as like just in your DMs talking shit about you. Like, oh, the men are they're off the
when you talk about the clip being clipped up, my only question to you would be, what was the full context of what you were trying to say?
The full context was me talking about when I lived with my mama, under my mama's roof. Naturally, my brother is there as well. And my brother played the game all day, every day, yelling, screaming, cussing at the game, stinking up the fucking house. This was years ago, because he's grown now. Stinking up the house because he's not even washing his ass because he's on the game 24/7. That is where it came from. Oh, I hate the game.
No, real talk.
Literally.
And that's why I said too, like what you saying definitely has some type of merit, right? Because even for myself, right? I don't play a lot of games, but I'm a basketball fan, so I get on 2K. You feel me? Throw the headset on. But last year or the year before last, I realized, I'm like, dog, you know how much time I'm wasting and stuff that I'm not getting done?
It's very time consuming.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, damn, that's all I'm saying. And it was niggas in the comments, like, it's men that ignore, like, they girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I was talking about. Like, but I don't got to explain myself.
No, for sure. Pivoting into fashion, networking, and branding, like, I assume, just from the outside looking in, like you've been able to take care of yourself pretty well via, social media, brand deals, and just different things like that. How do you leverage like your platform, and how do you like have these type of connections where you able to monetize and like take care of yourself through social media?
Kind of sort of not really having any other options. Realistically, like I don't, like Swank is as much of a steady job that I even have. And I say steady because it's like the moment I don't show up on set for a photo shoot, recording them videos, the moment, you know what I'm saying, like I'm not making any money. So it's just about like, if you're in a position where this is the tool, like this is your time clock, you would just figure it out.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really that simple. A lot of opportunities I feel like I've gotten started off with me just maybe posting something, and then somebody followed up with, oh, hey, I seen you did this. Can you do this? Yeah. Like with food content, after I leave here, I'm doing something with Modern Vegan. I believe that's the name of the restaurant. They, booked me to do some food content with them. I feel like just my work with Shell Shock kind of opened a lot of like food people reaching out to me. And even with Shell Shock, it was never like when I started off with them.
The taco spot.
Like
I'm hip. Yeah, you was.
It was never I was trying to work with them. It was I love me some black owned. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, oh, this shit fire. And I'm on my phone and on my social media all day. So they just started working with me because I just started generating, you feel me, like my audience with them. Like stuff just be happening organically.
Real talk.
So I would just say like, just always showing up on social media. Everything is content. Literally everything. Maybe don't expect to always get paid off rip for stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm about that coin, so you circling that block, we're gonna have to talk, you know, depending upon how big the business is.
That's
you
right.
know.
That's right.
But yeah, like just always be open for opportunities, and a lot of times you just have to make them yourself.
Create your own opportunities. Go out and get them.
Like the money not gonna come find you. You gotta go find that.
Especially
money.
with social media. Like I always tell people, like it's a hunting world in social media. You gotta eat what you kill.
Hello.
You know what I mean? It ain't gonna come to your doorstep. You gotta go get it.
You got to go get it. Help the bear.
For sure. In terms of like, if a person wanted to book you, and I don't really want to get like in your business too much to that degree, but just a kind of like an idea, like how do you go about charging, like your rates? Like how did you structure that? I'm sure at some point you was just throwing a number, just give me this. But then you begin to start crunching the numbers and doing the math, like, okay, this amount of followers, this much engagement, you know what I mean? And really locking your business down. Like, talk a little bit about that.
It's a different components, a few different components. I feel like you should always take into consideration the level that the brand is at, because you want to be realistic. You don't want to talk yourself out of a bag just because you are trying to go with them as if they bedrock when they're really, you know what I'm saying? Like they're a startup company. Like, you know, like you have to work
with each other. Yeah.
You also have to know what you bring. Like if you know for a fact that what they're asking of you, your audience will respond well to it. That's how, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you're able to navigate. If you know that whatever this brand is that's reaching out to you, if you know that it may not even really be in alignment and you might not get that much of a response from if you know what I'm saying, if you work with them, it's okay to not work. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to, it's just kind of like a trial and error, and just really knowing your audience, knowing yourself, knowing what you're interested in, and just knowing your bills. I don't charge less than my least expensive bill a month. Like however you book me, if you're booking me, you're paying at least one of my bills.
Wow, that's game. That's game. Y'all make sure y'all pay attention to that.
Sure.
And that's why I knew I had to get you in here for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's one right there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I listen to a lot of like financial literacy people and stuff like that, and I've never heard anybody say that. You feel me? So that's
baby, I just be trying to make that math.
Straight up.
I pay the bills.
Straight up, for real. Got to. You take pride in yourself, your upkeep. And as we talked about earlier, in terms of like being a glam girl, one of the questions that I wanted to ask you is, how do you build a bad bitch?
How do you build a bad bitch?
There's women out here that want to be glam girls. They want to wear the heels. They want to do that, but they having a hard time. So from somebody who does it, effortlessly, you know what I mean? Give a quick breakdown of some of the components that you got to work on and the things that you got to do in order to be a bad bitch. Well,
first you got to figure out like, what is a bad bitch to you? You know what I'm saying? Is a bad bitch just like a Instagram bitch? Is a bad bitch a bitch that get rich niggas? Is a bad bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like what does that translate to you? And then from there you will know if that's even something that you're interested in even being. Because being a bad bitch is a full-time job, because it's not just about the physical appearance, it's not just about the income, it is about the brain, your mind, your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like my bad bitch definition goes far beyond Instagram followers, who you fucking, the bags you got in your closet. Like that's mediocre bitch shit, if you ask me. But as cliche as it is, you cannot be a bad bitch if you lack confidence. Like a lot of girls, like if you see a lot of women who, maybe don't get along with women, always into it with somebody, like they're not bad bitches, because a real bad bitch, what fabulous say? Happy hoes ain't hating. You know? So you have to have confidence. You have to love yourself. You have to like yourself. You have to like what you see in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? You have to be at least semi-okay with your life before you can even decide that you want to be a bad bitch.
Yeah.
Because...
real talk.
You know what I'm saying? And like that type of stuff exudes. Like I know gorgeous women, but they're ugly as fuck because their attitudes, their personalities, like they're just so disgustingly nasty. You see my face just turns up even just thinking about them. But they're literally gorgeous. Like they're so pretty. But it's like as soon as you open your mouth, please.
Facts.
So yeah, like boom. Then more physical. Get in that gym. Get in that motherfucking gym. Get some sort of like some sort of just like better eating habits. Cut out all of that fucking drinking. And this is coming from somebody who, you know, more recently did not started doing this. But it's like we only get one body. You know what I'm saying? You can nip, tuck, suck, and all of that out of that one body, but you still only get that one body. That bitch is going to start to deteriorate and expire as time goes by. So take care of your body. The baddest bitches, even if you get surgery. I had surgery and I didn't do shit with my surgery and I looked like a motherfucking Oompa Loompa. Was just fat in the neck, the face, the arms. It was just nasty. So take care of your fucking body. Drink you some water. Mind your business.
Nah, real talk.
Let me see. Clothes and all of that. You have to figure out your style. You know, like what looks good on this person may not look good on you. Like we all have different body types, body shapes, silhouettes. So dress that's, you know, just how that's going to complement your body, what you're going to be comfortable in. As far as like heels, like you can look up TikTok videos and how to walk in heels and all of that. But it's not even always about heels. Like I'm a heels girl, but my most recent purchases have been like sneakers because I've been trying to like get into like my cool kid.
Yeah.
Type of bed, like, you know, streetwear but sexy.
For sure. On a Aaliyah type tip.
Yeah, like, you feel me? Just to be able to switch it up. Like you got a bad bitch keep their ass on their toes. You don't know how I'm coming. Real talk. Let me see. Hair and stuff, girl, learn how to do that shit yourself. Hair, makeup, these press-ons. Thank you.
Oh wow.
That's like learn how to do that shit yourself, especially in this economy with that motherfucker in the office. Child, everything is going up. Fucking eggs is $8 a carton. So it's like learn how to do that shit yourself. And if you learn how to do it yourself, girl, you will always be a bad bitch because you ain't gotta wait on another bitch to squeeze you into them books.
Real talk.
Or wait on that nigga to send you some money for your nails.
Real talk. Y'all heard it. Y'all make sure y'all take them notes. Have you ever considered like doing consultations like for... No, seriously.
Bitches?
Yeah.
Bad
like,
bitch consultation.
No, I swear, cause like
come on.
Real talk, cause it's people that need like or even if it was like what do you call it where people find outfits for you, like that you come in
like styling?
Yeah, like stylist or something like that.
And stuff like be asking me stuff like that, but child please, I work with a stylist because I don't I can't do that. I can't do nothing like that, but because people, it's hard to even get people to listen to you with stuff like that. Like people act like they want the information all day, but just because I give you the information does not mean that you're going to apply it. 100. And I ain't even got no time like that to even be
playing them type of games.
Like,
facts.
And I'm not a stylist. You feel me? I have no desire to style or.
Real talk. Okay.
I just like clothes.
Alrighty. So look, before we get out of here. Just a few questions.
Come on.
We're going to go out with a bang.
I'm loving it here. Boop, 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 boop.
You know?
Has it been good? Have I been answering the question?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. You been on point.
Because I've been rough. I got that ADD.
No. You on point. We A1. I ain't going to lie.
Okay,
I'm enjoying this one.
Okay,
the fellas, relationships, right?
What? Seen this one coming.
Yep. What do Lana Ladonna look for in a man?
What does Lana Ladonna look for in a man? Unfortunately, okay, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to answer the question straightforward. Let me see. What do I look for in a man? Well, I do have to say this. Number one, I don't look for nothing in a man. A man comes finds me. Okay? I'm a spiritual woman. I love me some God. You don't love God. What's wrong with you? So I don't go looking for no man. That's not even my job. But as far as like when a man come looking for me, what he needs to be equipped with, you have to have some sort of relationship with God, period. I don't give a fuck. Some financial stability. Let's just call a spade a spade.
Hey, I know, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't. I make my own money. You feel me? I don't say no to myself, so I can't be with no man that's.
Why do you feel like so many men get offended when women make
because
that
they're poor or something? They not raised by real women or something. They raised by single mamas who been treating them like they men all their motherfucking life, and they got fucked up childhood trauma issues or something. I don't motherfucking know. That's my least favorite type of nigga. Like, please shut the fuck up. Like,
I literally heard you say before too. You said as soon as a guy take that route in the conversation, you automatically eliminated yourself from.
Automatically, we won't have nothing to talk about, and it's not no beef. It's not. I'm not judging you. I just know that I'm not your type. You're not mine. Let's just move on.
And just so the people have an understanding, let's just give a scenario, and I want you to kind of take the position that you would take in it, right? Mm-hmm. Because what I'm getting from you is something that I feel like all women, I feel like it's in a woman's nature to not just want security physically, but financially, spiritually, which is the reason why you said God, because the man is the head of the household on all levels, right? So let's paint out a situation where your man is financially stable. He go through some rough times and he got to figure things out. Talk to that. How do you respond in that? Do you cut them off? Do you fill in a position for a minute? Like, how do you handle that situation?
That for me depends on how old I am, where I'm at in life, and the end. Because if I'm like in my early 20s and everything like that, no. First of all, I don't think that nobody should be in a relationship in their 20s. And I'm still in my 20s, don't get it twisted. But I just don't, I just don't think so. Like, no. Because of issues just like that. We are boyfriend and girlfriend, not husband and wife. At the moment where you down on your knuckles, you need to go figure your shit the fuck out. You don't need to be worried about no girlfriend. Especially because niggas get mean when they ain't got no money. Okay, niggas turn just like no, you're not about to you mean. And some niggas get to hitting on bitches. You get to cheat. You get to do all this weird ass shit just because you ain't got no motherfucking money. Just because you fucked up. You fuck that, nigga. No. So yeah, I don't believe in no 21, 22-year-old, like, no, I'm not no down bitch. Are you good? I'm fucking 22. What are we talking about? I got all my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it depends on just, how old you are, and where you are at in life. If you are in a position and you really love this man, you see a future with this man, then naturally you play your role as a woman. Like, if you're in a relationship, then it is your job to be a partner. But then again, that's some whole other shit.
Yeah, that's
this
different.
Little shit that niggas is doing now, y'all fucking each other. People not even calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend.
Man,
anymore.
I'm so glad.
Let alone being in a real relationship and being in a real partnership.
Yeah.
So when it comes to this little bullshit that motherfuckers got going on, fuck no, I'm not holding shit down. We're done.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad that
you go get you some security or something.
Real
I'm gonna go get me mine.
Yeah. No, I'm glad that you saying that too, because I was having a conversation, and these days we don't know the difference between dating, boyfriend and girlfriend, and marriage. So it's like when you go to the next phases, you don't even realize that you transitioning into a new phase. Everything just feel the same.
Everything
because
is just so intertwined. I ain't gonna lie, I'm on my Bridgerton shit. You want a motherfucking, we could be dating, and then when you propose and we engage, we make that shit public, and then that's when we exclusive. I don't give a damn.
Real talk.
They had that shit down packed. I'm not playing that no more.
Real talk.
If you're dating, we're just dating, boo.
Real talk. Favorite nail color, manicure, pedicure?
Favorite nail color? Coming from a girl who used to just do so much with her nails, like I've lived through my nails. Now, stop. I love a pink and white. Like a French. A French gonna eat it down so bad, but it's a specific French. I like a nudish pink, but the nude has to like fit my like skin tone. Everybody don't got the same kind of nude. With a nice like thin little white at the with the matching toes, and it's gonna match every outfit. I just love it. I love it.
Favorite Favorite color, period.
Pink, gold, and black.
Favorite hairstyle.
My favorite hairstyle has to be, the part don't matter, but I love some layers and some big, just voluminous curls. Preferably some different shades of blonde in there. But yeah, that's my favorite.
Perfume.
My favorite perfume, like a note or like a brand.
Either or both.
I'm a little bit of a gatekeeper when it comes to my fragrances.
Y'all will not get that sauce.
I'm a little bit of a. Let me see. Of course, like I love like a wood. I mean, a vanilla and like a bergamot, musk.
Fire.
The end, bitches.
Fire, yeah.
You
Y'all
won't get my scent.
No, real talk. She ain't going to D. I tried, y'all. So, hey, you know, y'all gonna have to figure it out on your own. I tried to get it up out of her, man.
That's so funny.
2025, man. We going into the second quarter. What's your goals? What's your aspirations, man? At the end of the year, Lana Ladonna would have want to accomplish what?
Lana Ladonna would have wanted to have another show and put out 2 tapes. And on those 2 tapes, I have majority features, because I don't have like a lot of features like with artists. And Lana Ladonna just had a musically driven and successful year.
Yeah, dope.
And she ventured off into acting.
Fire. That's it. You definitely supposed to be on that screen.
Yeah.
Have you been talking to any producers yet, or that's just something that you're gonna eventually?
No, but I just want to approach it a little differently. Like I'm looking into like a few courses to take in LA, but they're like month long. So it's just about like scheduling and making sure that I can still pay my bills and be gone, for a month.
You a real perfectionist though. Like, because, and I can identify, even when you said, like Scorpio, I am too. So I understand that desire of like educate yourself on whatever you get into, even with the dancing. Like, okay, if I'm going to do a show, I got my backup dancers, we rehearsing.
Period.
We talking about doing movies and you talking about going to school.
Yeah, I want to take some acting. I want to take some acting courses, because I also feel like when you come just a certain type of way, you automatically get taken a little more serious.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just, I just want to be taken serious. Like, yeah. And I just want to be the sexiest that I've ever been this year. And yes, like, I really just want to just prove a lot, like, to myself. It's really not even about anybody else, like about no numbers. Like, I don't, like, of course I want to go viral, like who doesn't want to, but I just want to be very pleased with myself at the end of the year. Fire.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely rooting for you. The forum, everybody a part of staff, rooting for you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Definitely appreciate you for stopping by.
And I fuck with the forum. I see y'all upgrading. I always loved y'all captions. So detailed.
Appreciate
just so specific. Just love that. But yeah, just y'all updating and upgrading with the content. I love like the little, I know I commented on it with like the segment with the guy.
Appreciate it. Y'all heard it. She rocking with the Forum magazine. That's what it is. Lana Ladonna, appreciate your time. Until next time, gotta have you back on again too. Yeah. Working on another segment specifically for the ladies. So gotta have you come on.
For the girls.
Lana Ladonna, the Forum magazine, Pulse of the Culture.
Ladonna.
Let's get it.